Okay, I figure it's time for a little personal update here before getting anything else. Things are progressing. I can't really say much at all because, unfortunately, I'm kind of bound by a non-disclosure agreement. But let's just say we're in good hands as far as legal goes. It's just really a waiting game. Let everyone, do whatever they're doing, and then finally let us know at the end of the day. I don't know when the end of the day is. So. But we should actually come out of this okay. So just a matter of where we wind up, when all's said and done. And I'm going to try and think of a topic here. Just be right back. Round robin thing of various topics here. Orville. I think I got pretty good, source on this one via Gary, and he knows guys in there that Orville has been renewed with an option for 2 more seasons. Just they're waiting because end of the season when they get the upfronts, and also the merger with Disney might be having some issues there. So everything's settling out there. So, but I think it would be stupid to not renew the Orville. The numbers are pretty solid. They're kicking the crap out of Discovery on a weekly basis. They're certainly more highly acclaimed now. I mean, just look at Rotten Tomatoes now. That complete turnaround there. Oh no, it's beautiful now. It's the same damn show. There appears to be inklings of a bit of a shakeup at CBS, although I'm not sure much of a shakeup. It's stuff we saw coming a while anyway, because with Van Sitters being put in overall charge of the Star Trek brand, that alone, I figured, okay, that they're starting to put the reins in on Kurtzman. And Michelle Paradise, apparently, she is not just she is the showrunner. Kurtzman is there because he's there. And actually, how much he's going to be really there, nobody knows. And also, apparently, this, it goes further. The Picard show apparently is being reworked from the ground up. We may actually get a legitimate canon Picard show out of this, although you never know. We'll see on that one, because I think Patrick Stewart still hasn't quite gotten his action hero itch scratched yet. So. Some people, I think people commented that it's sounding more like Blake 7 starring Captain Picard. Just the question, is Picard taking the part of Blake or Avon? So, in which case, Paul Darrow on line 1. He'd like to have a talk with me, Patrick. That would be fun, though. We got Paul Darrow and Patrick Stewart chewing the scenery together. And no, the sunglasses are not because I'm about to go into a razor fist type rant, even though I've got a few things I can rant about. No, it's just because it's, it's Florida. It's, sunny. It's going to be rainy tomorrow. But I've been ignoring the sunglasses for a while. Yeah, but a few things might have in pipeline here. I mentioned in minutes of chat last night, when I had a little fun. Something I tried when we were playing the DVD of Never Say Never Again. Is that right? That's right. But if you take with the motorcycle chase scene and you put in the original Bond theme in there, it actually times out rather well. You just got to pause it at a certain spot. But I'm going to do that. I might actually put that on the other channel that I've been ignoring for a while. And I'll put a link, down, whenever I put it up. But it's a fun. It makes it fun. It makes it more of a Bond film. It's not just Sean Connery on a motorcycle. Now it's James Bond on a motorcycle. Still the William Shatner interview left on the Inside Star Trek album I have yet to do, so I might throw that together. And of course, there's the usual reviews and stuff because we still got I think 4 more discoveries to slog through. I should really do more of a deep dive into the Red Angel. This time identify as the Red Angel, not Project Daedalus. Project Daedalus is a better title. That's probably why I said that. But yeah, the more you think about it, it's like Doomcock said, how the hell do the supposedly reportedly incompetent Starfleet personnel botch a DNA test? Especially when you're matching the DNA to someone right there in the damn room. I got my DNA results from Ancestry.com, did it over the mail, just a spit. Come on, you got the whole person there. You can't match that up. But again, we're talking the same people who are doing, sonar in space. There is one way out. They could explain this. Is if, Mikey Spock is actually a clone of Mom, And actually, it'd still be Mom because, just have the egg, the process of a cloning instead of, standard fertilization. It could still be Mom, but it'd also still be a clone. I don't know if these guys are clever enough to figure that out, but we'll find out next week. Or this week, actually. It's Tuesday. And they'll be running Identity 1 and 2 for Orville, which is, it deserves a rewatching too. And again, the big old contrast. You have, the Pretender of Discovery, and then you got the real Star Trek over on Orville. Yeah, they'd be idiots not to renew that show, okay? Fox has done some bonehead things over the years with sci-fi, but this is Seth MacFarlane. Seth has made a lot of money for them. They already tried canceling Family Guy once or twice, and they went back on that a couple times. So that I wouldn't be surprised if they cut a deal. Okay, look, you can can Family Guy. I found my new home over here. Okay, we've got enough Family Guy to rerun it for 3 years straight. 24 hours a day. Let it go. Okay, I'm tired. I want to do Orville now. So I can see that deal happening. Although they'll probably still keep Family Guy going for another year or two. But this is, as far as sci-fi goes, we're talking best of times, worst of times. You got, apparently some top-notch shows out there, and then you got some idiots, who think they're doing stuff. As far as how does Kurtzman keep getting promoted upwards? I think he's getting in a position where they can't get rid of him. So all they can do is promote him up and out of the line of it. It's basically I think what the thing is there, but he's probably under a pay-or-play contract type thing where it's like you got to pay him no matter what. You can't just fire him. It would cost more to fire him than it would just keep him around. So they're probably taking the thing of marginalize him as much as possible. Bring in another showrunner. She's running the show. You get moved up a couple notches where you have less and less contact with the actual program. So you really don't have anything to say. Just sit around there and play with your pencils for a while. I'm reminded of I was told about a guy in the Air Force. I mean, maybe a 1 or 2 stripe airman, or probably even just an airman basic, no stripes at all. Backed his truck into the engine cone of an SR-71. These parts are they're not off the rack. This is a very special, and one, they don't even make the plane anymore, so you got to specially make this plane out of very exotic materials. The plane costs, the one part probably costs more than some of these multi-million-dollar, or these big elaborate mansions somewhere. We're talking several $100,000 for one lousy, one big piece of plastic, basically. So what happened is, this poor schmuck, in order to pay back the Air Force for the cost of this thing, basically had to be promoted to staff sergeant. But then about like $20 of his pay every month went towards paying this thing off. And upon the completion of that time, then he was summarily given a general discharge, Article 15 his ass out. So that's kind of the thing I think we're going here. And they're stuck with Kurtzman for a while because thank you, Les Moonves. But I think there's a lot of it's like you got to put up with him for a while, but we can at least marginalize as much as possible, and we bring in people who know what the hell the Star Trek thing is. So yeah, I think I'm kick up a few more things here to put on here. Might start getting on that Shatner thing now that I'm thinking about it. But PayPal, Patreon, other than that, I got a subscribe Starlink in the description too. Look for that one too if you want to go that route. And what's that? We're fairly confident it's all going to come out right in the end. It's a matter of where the end is and whether we wind up back in Denver or in Kingsland area or another aspect that needs to be pointed out. When you support this channel, one thing you're supporting besides feeding us and our cat is also enabling to get better equipment instead of this stupid phone. likes to overheat every 10 freaking minutes. So, links down below, and we'll hear from you later here, guys. A couple things arrived in the mail today. The geekification of this car begins. Notice these two car magnets just showed up, and over here we got the Deadpool sticker over there. Our next little metal badge here. Also got a shield badge coming, and a couple things going to go up here on the windows here. So, life progresses. Catch you later.